Once you have your priority in place and you have a log of how much time you've invested in something useful or not for the previous 2 weeks, and once you have 2 slots a day in which you check emails, plus one half-an-hour slot, let's say on Friday afternoon, to plan your next week, you can start planning your activities for the week. By the way, if what I just said doesn't make any sense, please take a look at the previous 2 episodes. Now, the difference here is striking between non-hybrid time management and hybrid time management. Because in non-hybrid, it's simple. All you need to do is allocate enough slots of, let's say, 90 minutes to 2 hours throughout the week in which you can focus on activities that have to do with carrying out your priority, which is why we had to discuss it beforehand. However, when you are in hybrid workplaces, things are difficult and different. Because not only do you want to have enough time to focus on your priority, but you also want to make sure that you distribute your time in the office and elsewhere from home, for example, in the most efficient way. You want to make sure you don't go back and forth from the office, or you go to the office just to make Zoom calls, just to be clear. So how do you do it? Well, here is the breakdown. You need to take a look at the different activities you have to carry out during the week to work on your priority and plan them in order of planning difficulty. So the first ones are going to be necessarily things you need to do in the office with other people in the team. For example, if you're a manager, a one-to-one, or if you need to strategize, a brainstorming session can be much more successful if done in the office. And of course, these are more difficult to plan because you need to match the schedule of different people with yours. And that's why you plan them first. Because if everyone is mostly free during the week still, well, then you can find a place on the calendar that works for everybody relatively easy. So at this point, let's say, for example, that you need to meet people in the office on Tuesday afternoon and on Thursday morning, right? That's it. And then you move to the second point. Activities that you need to carry out by yourself, but from the office. Maybe you need to access some documents that for security reasons can only be in the office, or you need to use a specific piece of software or equipment that is only in the office. Well, your best bet at that point is to plan them on Tuesday and Thursday in our example, because you already are going to be in the office. So might as well stack them up since you're there. Once you've done that, you move to a third order of difficulty in a descending scale. Activities you need to carry out with other people, but that you can carry out from anywhere. And at this point, you can look at, you can consider Zoom calls with clients or remote team meetings or whatever the hell you want. And at this point, well, whatever slot that you have free and you want to make available for that, you can plan it. And at this point, even if you're in the office, I know we said don't go to the office to make a Zoom call, but if you've already taken care of all the activities that you have to do in the office, well, then there is no harm to do a Zoom call from the office, right? And of course, at the very end, you carry out the activities that, well, you can do from anywhere and by yourself. And by doing this, by focusing on this type of planning in this order, you have, on the one hand, allocated enough time to carry out your priority during the week. And on the other hand, you have optimized the time that you have to be in the office for and the time that you can work from anywhere. What do you think? Have you tried this before in practice? Think about it, test it, and then let me know. Thank you, and talk soon.